For more than 30 years, Boston teacher Karen Pekowitz lived with wires, surgeries, and the constant fear that came with traditional pacemakers. Well, now, thanks to a tiny new wireless device, the world's first dual-chamber leadless pacemaker is on the market, and Karen says she finally feels free. Karen, thanks for being here today. We appreciate you taking out the time with us.
Thank you so much, Roxanne.
Yeah, so what were some of the biggest challenges you faced living with traditional pacemakers for so many years?
Yes, I started this journey back when I was a 19-year-old college student. I had known that I had a problem with my heart from the time I was born. I learned about it when I was 17, and they said, you have a complete heart block. Your top and bottom chambers do not communicate electrically, and you may need a pacemaker when you're in your 80s. And then 2 years later, I was in college. I felt nauseous and dizzy, and I couldn't stand up properly, and they sent me to the infirmary, and my heart rate had plummeted down into the low 30s, and I needed to go in and have my first traditional pacemaker put in. And the challenges with that were mainly the fact that the wires were at risk of having an infection or potentially breaking. And that was a concern I had. And in 2001, one of my wires actually did break, and I had to decide what to do, whether I was going to remove the wire, get a new wire. I ended up getting the new wire and leaving the old one in. And I told my mom, someday there will be wireless pacemakers.
And that someday has arrived. I mean, that is an incredible journey, and you realize all the stress that goes along with that, in addition to worrying about your own health issues, but just those mechanical, technical things that come with that traditional pacemaker. Now, how has this new technology changed your day-to-day since you've received this device?
Well, as a teacher and an active person, my job has been much easier. I have more energy for my students. I get up and down off the floor a lot. I go up and down stairs all day, and I have my own 2 children also. And so I have much more energy. I don't worry anymore about the potential surgeries. The new surgery is it's non-invasive. It's an outpatient procedure. I'm in for the day. The tiny devices, 2 of them go into my heart, and they will be in for 12 to 17 years without needing to be replaced. And so I have a lot of freedom now of not having to worry about my pacemaker, where I used to worry a lot about what would happen if something went wrong. I don't worry anymore.
Oh, that's so good to hear. What makes this pacemaker different from the ones we've known for years? Just highlight some of the differences that you haven't touched on.
I think the main thing is the size and the placement. So the size is, they're really tiny. There's 1 in each of my chambers, and they're smaller than the size of a AAA battery. So they really don't take, it's not as difficult to implant them. It goes in through a catheter. So it's a non-invasive, no cuts required. And also they just last longer. The technology has gotten so much better. So I just really think that anyone should consider talking to their doctor about it. If they're a candidate for a pacemaker or if they need a replacement, consider looking up my device. It's called the Avere DR, and see if they could be a candidate for it.
Wonderful. And I know this means so much to those living with heart issues, with heart rhythm issues, to have this kind of option available now. So where do we need to go for more information?
So Abbott, the company that makes the Avere, has a website with lots of information, and it's cardiovascular.abbott, ABBOTT/pacemakers.
And there we see it on the screen. Thank you so much for your time today. All the best to you.
Thank you so much.